Welcome to the city, way into the future, where the clouds look mysteriously kind of like cars with no tires on them being descended upon by an alien spaceship that looks like a cross between a cheese Danish, a brain, and an open asshole. With laser beams of doom, the city is destroyed by a disembodied alien head that looks really, really creepy, actually. I wouldn't want to see that shit anywhere. I love this guy. He's just like, alright, it's time for revenge. I'll get up off the couch, but I'm not gonna like it. I don't know if that's the same dude or not, but he's got like this really creepy old man face thing going on. He's like, alright, it's time to strike back. As long as my lumbago doesn't kick in, then I'll be screwed. What's going on, everybody? Your host, AMF1534 here. Welcome to Let's Play Contra the Alien Wars on the original Gary Busey in black and white, 50 Shades of Grey. Ooh. I've been waiting for a time to be able to use that line, even though it was the most corny bullshit ever. So this was made in 1994 by Konami, Factor 5, and the geniuses over at Nintendo. I'm going to jump into this option screen real quick here, so I have to see that opening cutscene a million times while I'm trying to talk. So, two things. One, this game is awesome. It was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. It was actually one of the first games that I ever beat all the way through, which was one of the best days of my life ever. Two, I have a really bad hangover today, so if it seems like I'm not all there, well, I'm not. I actually got sent home from work early today, so this is what's going on. So, yeah, there's that. So this is the classic adaptation of the Super Nintendo version of this. There are a few differences, though, namely the graphics being not nearly as good, but it's still, for a Game Boy game, it's damn good. I enjoyed it a lot. There's a couple of levels that are missing, too, which, you know, I'm okay with that. I mean, for a Game Boy game, you got limitations, so you got to roll with it. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to play it on normal difficulty. I could play it on hard or the Maniac difficulty. Dear Jesus, there's a fire. I actually found out that there was a Maniac difficulty just a little while ago. It's something that I never even knew about as a kid. Thank God, I probably would have pulled all my goddamn hair out. So, also, this game is still, in comparison to the Super Nintendo one, I think they did a great job with it. The music's still really good. The gameplay's still really good. It's all really good. So, yeah, we're going to play on normal. My skills are going to be a little bit rusty trombone here, even though I'm still probably well within my own range to beat this. Oh my God, I almost threw up. Okay, that was so gross. Oh man, that was nasty. I'm still probably well within my own range to beat this game without dying, which is exactly what we're going to try doing. I got a little bit of a story to tell you while we're doing this here. Also, yeah, hopefully I don't end up throwing up everywhere because that'd be disgusting. I already did that once, and it was bad. So, without further ado, let's play Contra the Alien Wars for the original Game Boy. Let's take control of our faceless hero here. Why in the fuck he has no face, I have no clue. But then again, if I, successfully, fought off the alien hordes all by myself, would you want to be the guy that has to go on all the goddamn talk shows after that? I wouldn't. I mean, Oprah sucks. I mean, unless she's giving me a free car under my chair, then I don't want to have anything to do with her. So obviously, this handles like pretty much any other Contra game in the world. You got the good old gun attached to your tip. The tip of your penis. That's where the gun's coming from. Yeah, you pretty much have all sorts of power-ups to boot. It's great. We got the spread shot right now. That's my overall favorite power-up in the entire series by a long shot. All sorts of cool things. So, we're pretty much out fighting the alien horde, which I have no idea where they came from, but do they ever have reasons for why they invade places like this? No. They play by their own rules because they don't have any. And apparently they just like running into me. I think if I run at him, he won't kill me. Until he does. I love how they explode. It's like they're I don't know whether they're like aliens or if they're just like robots. That's what it makes me think that they're more robotic than they are alien. Or maybe they're alien robots. Oh my God, it's the worst way you can do it. I love when you shoot that wall. It just like the thing jumps back like the length of a Chad Pennington pass, which is like nothing because he fucking sucks. How do you get into the NFL being able to throw the ball no further than 20 yards, I ask you? There's just no way. So I found some info last night, actually, because it was bothering the shit out of me. The whole thing with this gun here, the one that I just picked up, the C, I wonder what the hell it meant the whole time. It's like a grenade launcher of sorts, but they don't follow the whole thing with like it being letter coordinated, like the spread shot or the flamethrower or anything else. And then I realized that the name of it's the Crusher, so now it makes sense. I always try to shoot that plane knowing full well that you cannot kill it. It's just like, it's something that I've done ever since I was a little kid, even though nothing would ever happen there. And then it drops this weird, like, napalmy, tentacle, animated, dick porn type thing out here. And yes, somebody's gonna ask, well, how would you know that? Yes, I'll admit it, there was a night, a long time ago, where I watched animated porn because I was intrigued by it. I saw like a thumbnail for it somewhere, and I was like that's kind of weird. I kind of want to check that out just to see what it's all about. Not something I'm gonna end up getting into because that shit's weird. I saw some things there that I have never seen before and really hope to never see again. For the longest time when I was growing up, I had no idea what these things were that I'm shooting at right now. My theory when I was like a 9-year-old was that they were like these weird, like, alien embryo potato lava rock type of things. I don't know. I was a 9-year-old. I was fucking weird back then. So my logic for stuff was just non-existent. It was something weird. I'll tell you that whole thing about the sound in just a second. On the top left, there's your HUD, and I'm not trying to be racist at all, but if you look at it hard enough where the 3 is, those are your bombs, by the way. You hit select and it'll trigger those. It totally looks like an Asian guy. I know it's supposed to look like a rocket or a bomb or something, but it totally looks like an Asian guy. Look at it. It look like you can see like the dark spot there looks like a wisdom beard, and on the either side of that it looks like he's wearing a kimono and like one of those straw hat things that you see in like all the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type movies. Yeah. I mean, you may not see it, but I do, and I'm not trying to be racist. That's just totally what I thought it looked like. So, here is the first boss of the game. There are only 5 levels, by the way, so it's not a very long game. It's very, very short. Here he comes in all of his exposed organ, super weird alien bullshit splendor, and as soon as he stops moving, start shooting at him. It takes like 3 seconds, and he is dead. But you have to do it with the spread shot. Anything else, you try to pull that stunt, not going to work. The Crusher is also a good weapon to have for that, but you have to be a little bit further back. Oh god, I almost did it again. You heard it. It was almost pretty disgusting. So there's that. 20% of the game is already done. Here we go. We're only going to do the first 3 levels today, though, just because I'm trying to, I don't want to knock it all out in one episode, even though I definitely could do that, but I won't. So here's the second level. There's a little bit of a difference between the one here and the one in the Super Nintendo game, mainly in the fact that you don't choose your spawn point for this. The one in the Super Nintendo one, you could choose your spawn point, and the level was fucking huge, by the way. Look at this weapon, by the way. This is the flamethrower, in case you didn't figure that out already. But this is the most OP weapon in the history of Contra games. Like, look at this. You can leave it on constantly, and it's just this giant line of napalmy goodness that destroys everybody in the face, and it's great. I fucking love it. Even though it distorts the sound a little bit, which leads me to my next thing with the whole sound thing. This is the first time ever that I've done a Let's Play of a game where I actually had to go into the internal settings of the emulator itself. And it's got a... Oh, okay. Wasn't paying attention. Goddamn phone trying to ruin things for me. It wants me to lose. It wants me to fail. But, it's the first time I've ever had to go into the settings of my emulator and turn the volume down internally by over half. Just because, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, this is the loudest game in the history of the fucking world. No idea why. I did a test run of it, and it was just so loud. It drowned out everything I was trying to say. Like, I would be talking, and it would kind of sound just like over everything else. It was just really fucking quiet. I had no idea why I was doing that. I was like, why is this so loud? I can't understand it. I can't fathom it. I mean, I get it. The producer wants people to understand, be able to hear their game audio, but it's getting a little ridiculous. So here we go. Here's the second boss, this weird, like, bug tank thing. I don't really know what the hell that's all about. It's got these weird sliding, round, spiny things that look like the game pieces from the Crossfire game. You remember. Crossfire, you get caught up in the crossfire. Ugh. I always hated the grunting part of that. It was really awkward. Wow, I almost died. Yeah, so this is why the flamethrower is a better option for this level. You can just totally obliterate these things in 0.1 seconds. And then you just shoot them in the face. And right after you get all 6 of those down, it's cake. The one drawback to this game is that all the bosses are so easy, it's just sickening. It's not even a discussion. I mean, you saw it. I killed that guy in like 5 seconds. Just wait until we get to the level 4 boss. It's laughably hilarious. Or actually, the level 3 boss is even worse. You'll get a good laugh out of that. So without further ado, I love his face. He's just like, really, guys? Is that all you've got? That's it. That's it. Not anything better than that, no? Okay, well, okay, just making sure we're clear here. This is one of my favorite levels in the game. I think it might actually be my favorite level in the game, besides level 5. That definitely is my favorite level of the game, just because it's actually remotely challenging. This one is one of my favorites, though, because of the song that they play for it, particularly, and I like the structure of it in general. I think it's cool. I like these weird, like, rolling tank things. I think they're kind of nifty. Look at this guy. That was the slowest bullet in the world. What are they shooting? Like shooting a molasses bullet at me. Oh, you wait. I'm gonna give him the slow ball, and he's gonna go right into it. When I was a little kid, I never thought that you could actually jump on this because it looks like it doesn't look like it's part of the foreground at all. It looks like a background item that just doesn't even look like you could jump on it. The ultimate weapon for this level is also going to be the flamethrower, which will be the best weapon for pretty much the rest of the game. You literally, once you pick up the flamethrower in level 2, you don't have to change weapons ever again, pretty much. But we will, just because that's how I like to do business. I have no idea how this works. Like, how is this thing happening? It's not connected to anything at all. They're just floating in the air. I mean, I get it. It's, 500 years in the future, but it doesn't make any goddamn sense. This is exactly why I base my argument on the fact that the flamethrower is the best thing for this level, because of this section mainly. These guys, what they'll try to do is they'll try to pick you up off of this thing, and they'll try to carry you up in the sky, where if they do that, you immediately die, and any weapon besides the flamethrower is quite the goddamn nuisance trying to kill these dudes. So just heed my warning and take this route. The spread shot's fine, but it takes a little bit longer to kill these guys, and it's just a pain in the ass. This guy, another little mini-boss. This level actually has 2 mini-bosses. The only level in the game where that is the case. Well, no, I take that back. There's another one in there somewhere. You can actually kill this thing without even having to go down there. If you got the flamethrower, again, giving another reason why it's the most OPP son of a bitch in the world, you don't even have to go down there. You don't have to go under him. You can just shoot the shit out of him. Watch out for the old rockets here. I know that I got the spread shot, but this one right here is a flamethrower, so we'll just play it that way. Be careful right here, though. Do not go too far up because of the mere idea that there's another guy right here. So if you're way up there, you're gonna get stomped. You're gonna get fucking curb stomped to death, or wall stomped, I suppose, because we're on the wall. This is the other reason why the flamethrower is a better idea. It's the only one that can penetrate through his weird armor shit, and you can actually blow up those rockets that he starts shooting out of his head. Yay for penetration, like a vagina with a penis inside. Woo! Yay for being abnormally vulgar for no reason. Every day of my life. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're just going to keep doing this whole climbing up the walls thing by the Backstreet Boys, because they had a song called Climbing Up the Walls. And yes, do not question the fact that I know names of Backstreet Boys songs. It was good-ass music back then, alright? It was quality music. It's better than half the shit we have now, I can tell you that. So, it's a guilty pleasure, but it's not really a guilty pleasure because I don't feel guilty for it. This boss, he's a pretty easy one. You have to play some mind games with him. It's definitely a lot easier than the Super Nintendo version of this boss, where he had like a drill thing that came out of his face when he went down like that. And he didn't really fall for the whole games thing of you like trying to trick where he's going. And he'd trick you. He'd like go down like halfway and then go back up and then go down again. The guy in the Super Nintendo version was a little fucker, you know. They also took out the mini boss that would have been right up here. There was one in the Super Nintendo version. It was like a helicopter or something. So there's only one reason why I'm changing to the homing device here instead of the flamethrower, because of the fact that that section is difficult as all shit. I'm trying to do that with a flamethrower because it doesn't have any reach. So it's really the only time ever in this game that we're going to be using the homing gun whatsoever. I have no other use for it except for here. I didn't want to get the Crusher for one reason. It's kind of a pain in the ass trying to take out these weird like circular things with that weapon, because it also has very, very shitty reach. If there's any spot in this game where I'm going to die, it's probably going to be right here, because I always make a stupid-ass mistake right here. Every time I play it, it happens every time. It's always right up there. I always forget about that, and it gets me in trouble. The weapon you're going to want to use for the boss at the end of this, which we're very close to, is that spread shot, so do not have any other weapons available. Or don't pick up anything else. They're gonna try to trick you into getting something else. And be like, hey, you know you want it. You You know you want it. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, they throw it right here. They're just like, I highly advise you pick up this weapon. And I'm like, you know, I highly advise that you shut the fuck up and let me take my own weapon in there, because the homing gun is probably the worst gun in the game, in my opinion. It shoots so slow. Alright, get ready for this. It is so easy, it's just outrageous. Just, here we go. I don't even think he's even going to be able to get that thing around the horn to kill me. Oh shit, maybe he will. Okay, never mind. See? Look how easy that is. It's just ridiculous. I can't even understand it. I mean, it took me like 3 seconds to kill him. It was just so awesome. Well, my friends, I mean, I literally could just play through the rest of this. This game is so short, but I won't, because that'd take the fun out of it. So, when we come back on the other episode, I guess, it's not really the next one. I mean, it is, but it's the next and the last one all at the same time. We're going to do the last 2 levels, which is kind of a bummer because there's only 5 levels in this game. It makes me sad. But we're going to do it, and I'm not going to die, because if I do, I'm going to be really pissed. But it would be like every time I've ever done a game where I said I was going to not die, and then I do it, i.e. the Gradius 3 Let's Play that I did a while back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a shower because I feel disgusting, and then I'm going to go take a nap for a really long time because I feel like shit. So, yeah, this is AMF 1534 saying thank you guys for coming by and watching today, and hopefully I'll feel better next time I make the other one. Word to the wise, for anybody that drinks, do not, ever, in your life, order a Blue Diamond. It was the worst idea ever in my life. It's peppermint schnapps. Oh, Jesus. It's peppermint schnapps and Goldschlager. You will hate your life forever. Okay, I need to not talk about it. It's already making me queasy. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.